around and sold his shares to eBay. Craig and Buckmaster felt betrayed by the whole thing. They hadn't been asked if they would do anything differently about the shares, and here was this guy Philip letting basically the wolf into the hen house. Imagine what happened next. The clash was inevitable. eBay was a strict, typical American for-profit company maximizing every dollar, and Craigslist was all about, well, being different. You can imagine what happened in the boardrooms next. Putting those two different cultures and objectives head-to-head is like basically taking a grenade, putting it in the boardroom, and pulling the pin. Still, Craigslist was only minority owned by eBay, which meant eBay couldn't tell them what to do. Buckmaster and Craig, they had majority control, so they could say what would happen. That didn't stop eBay from coming into the boardroom and seeing what was going on, and eventually launching their own direct classifieds ads competitor called Kijiji to go against Craigslist head-to-head. And Jim didn't like this, and they fought back. They started to do all kinds of things to maintain control, or even try to push the value of eBay shares down to zero. You could do all kinds of stuff when the shareholder agreements are written a certain way. In their case, they started first trying to issue a bunch of new shares, diluting eBay basically to nothing. They sued them, Craigslist sued back, and basically years of in-court battles, eventually ending up in Delaware court, ensued. 10 Delaware court ruled that basically the Craigslist boys had been not cool in what they were doing to eBay, and ruled more specifically that under Delaware law, a C corporation has an obligation to maximize profit for shareholders. And here, basically, Buckmaster and Craig have been playing the casino chair. Craig convinced them was forced to change the structure of the company. They were no longer a C corp anymore. He transitioned to an LLC, which didn't have the same kind of obligations under Delaware law. Interestingly enough, Delaware is a place where so many different companies are registered and headquartered in the United States. It's basically the idea that everybody wants to use one set of laws, and for the longest time, including up to now, many companies just choose Delaware because it's just the rules everybody knows. But it turned out Delaware didn't want Craig's type of entrepreneurship. Eventually, Craig and Buckmaster would turn out okay. eBay would sell their stake back to the boys in 2015. But while they were in a knife fight over the 2010s against eBay, there was something else coming to basically after Craigslist. Maybe something they hadn't expected. You see, one of the superpowers of Craigslist had been that it never changed. Basically, the site looked like the site and it just worked. But around it, things were starting to change in the broader world. Social media, regular media, movies, film, they have an impact on some of the things people were doing. And it's also part of human nature. There's always a crazy person out there. Crazy people sort of find their way on Craigslist. The first of the headlines in 2011 used Craigslist erotic services pages to lure a masseuse into getting a quote-unquote massage. He would later go on to